Dear students, today we will learn about banks.
So what is bank? A bank is a financial institution, okay, which deals with deposits and advances and other related service. It receives money from those who want to save in the form of deposits and it lends money to those who need it. Now, what we do? We deposit money in the bank. Why? Because we'll get interest from bank. Clear? Now, what bank does? That money which we deposit, okay, bank lends this money to other persons or other peoples or other businessmen, those who require money in the form of loan. Now, the money which we deposit in the bank is withdrawable in the form of checks or by nowadays with the help of ATM. So this is the function of bank. Mainly bank deals in deposits and lending money to those who need it. Clear? Now everyone has bank account. You are familiar with the functions of bank. But we'll discuss here two types of banks. We'll discuss two types of banks, that is commercial bank and central bank. First we'll see commercial bank. What is commercial banks? These banks deals with general public. General public means we peoples, okay? General public. Accepting deposits and giving loans to large number of households. Households means normal peoples, okay? And firms like business to business firms through the process of accepting deposits and lending. What bank does? Accepts deposits from public and bank uses these deposits for giving loans to the firms or households. Clear? Some of the examples of commercial banks in India are SBI, State Bank of India. As you know, in Hamiltonganj you have bank. Okay, SDFC, ICICI Bank, etc. Clear? So this is the definition of commercial bank. I hope the concept of bank and commercial bank is clear to everyone. Now let us see some of the functions of commercial bank. First one, accepting deposits. Now what bank does? Bank accepts deposits. Clear? Now let us see how many functions are there. Number 2, providing loans, credit creation, agency functions and other functions. One by one we will discuss the functions. The first one is accepting deposits. The most significant and traditional function of commercial bank is accepting deposits from public. Now deposits may be of four types, okay? Demand deposits, or we say current deposits. Next one is saving deposits. Third one, fixed deposits, or we say time deposits. And the fourth one, recurring deposits. So one by one we'll discuss.
The first one is demand deposits. Now these deposits are mainly done by business firms or institutions to carry out their day-to-day transactions. Usually no interest is paid on these deposits because the bank cannot utilize these short-term deposits. These deposits are held for short period of time. Clear? So the bank cannot utilize these deposits in creating credit. Clear? That's why no interest is given. The accounts on which they are deposited are called current account. So businessmen, they have current account with commercial bank. Clear? They don't have saving account. Saving account is done maintained by this saving account is opened by households. Clear? Now the deposits in current account are payable on demand. Clear? Second one is saving deposits. Now as I have mentioned, saving deposits are generally held by general public, by we peoples. Okay? So such deposits are payable on demand and money can be withdrawn by checks, and nowadays ATM is very popular. Okay? However, there are certain restrictions. Okay? Now as you know that a general public or household has to maintain a minimum balance, okay, minimum balance in saving account. If the average balance falls short of the minimum balance, then bank will charge a penalty from the account holder. Okay, deposits in this account can earn interest at nominal rates. Okay, now saving deposits you can earn interest, but in current account will not earn any interest because these are held for short term deposits and bank cannot utilize this short term deposits. But in saving deposits you can earn interest at nominal rates. Okay. The next one is fixed deposits, or we say time deposits. Now fixed deposits are made for fixed period of time, say for few months or say for few years. Okay, such deposits can be withdrawn only after the expiry of specific time period. Okay, if one wants to withdraw these fixed deposits before maturity, then depositor will have to forego some interest. They will lose some interest if you are withdrawing money from fixed deposits before maturity period, so you will lose some part of interest. Such deposits carry relatively high interest rate. Okay, the interest rate in fixed deposit is very high as compared to saving deposit. Okay, the interest offered on term deposit or fixed deposit depends upon the maturity period. Okay, if it is for longer period of time, then interest will be high, and for short period of time, then interest rate will be little bit less than the long term deposit. Clear? The last one is recurring deposits. Not recurring deposits. Recurring deposits are also type of fixed deposits. Okay, in this case, depositor have to pay an agreed amount over an agreed time period at regular basis. Now, as in fixed deposit, you have fixed the amount. Okay, suppose 5 lakh for 5 years. Okay, but in recurring deposit, you have to pay the we have to pay the installment monthly basis. Suppose every month you are depositing 5,000. Okay, I think you have learned in maths recurring deposit. So every month you are depositing, or after every 3 months, or after every 6 months. So you are depositing fixed amount in regular interval. Okay, so here also you will get higher rate of interest. Okay, clear? So this is recurring deposit. Now we'll move to next function, that is, now whenever we deposit amount in the bank, what bank does? Banks create reserve on these deposits. Okay, and after creating the reserve, the amount which is left out is utilized for giving loans to household as well as to businessmen. Now whenever banks gives loan to businessmen, they give against some securities, against some suitable mortgage. Mortgage means security. Okay, now what is this security? Suppose a businessman wants to take loan from the bank. The businessman has to keep some security like land, like valuable asset like machinery. Okay, so they need to keep some security, okay, in the form of asset like machinery, land, okay, in the bank. So whenever the businessman fails to pay the amount of the loan, what banks will do? Banks will sell these securities like land in the market. Okay, after selling this land in the market, they will get back, or they will recover the amount which is not paid as loan by the businessman. So this is the reason why banks takes securities against the loan. Now loans can be granted in the form of cash credit, demand loans, short term loans, and banks also give overdraft facility, and overdraft facility is only given to the current account holders, only to the businessman, not to the household. And also bill of exchange, okay, discounting of bill of exchange. Clear? So this is the function of bank, that is providing loans. Now credit creation. This is also one of the important function of commercial bank. Now as discussed earlier, whenever we deposit amount in the bank, what bank does? Banks creates reserve. Okay, banks creates reserve on these deposits, and the amount which is left out after creating reserve is used for giving loans. So this way banks create credit. Clear? Now this is a unique function performed by the commercial bank. A bank has sometimes been called factory for the manufacture of credit in the process of accepting deposits and granting loans. Commercial banks are able to create credit. So this was the function credit creation. Now let us move on to the next function, agency function. Now banks acts as an agent on the behalf of its customer. Now whenever banks perform the agency functions, bank charges some charge fee, or we say commission. Okay, now what are some of the agency functions of bank? Number A, collection of checks, bills and drafts. Number B, collection of interest, dividends, etc. Number C, payment of interest, installments of loans, insurance premium, etc. Number D, purchase and sale of securities. Number E, transfer of funds through demand drafts and mail transfer, etc. Clear? Now let us move on to the next function. The next function is other function. So commercial bank also performs the following other functions, like number A, locker facility. Now I think you have heard about locker facility. So we can take locker facility from bank, and we can keep our valuable documents like property documents, okay, business documents, gold, okay, we can keep in the locker, okay. So this facility is given by commercial bank. Next one is credit letters, okay, foreign exchange, okay, banks also deals in foreign exchange. Now suppose if you want to exchange your foreign currency, suppose dollars, from dollars you want to convert it into rupees, so this is done by the bank. Number D, tax assistance and investment advice. Banks also gives you investment advice. Suppose if you want to do investment in some companies, so you can take help from the bank. Bank will give you the advice where to invest or where it is profitable for you to invest the money, as well as tax assistance, okay. So these are some other functions performed by the commercial bank. So today we have discussed in this segment that what is commercial bank and what are the functions of commercial bank. Now we'll see the central bank. Now we'll see what is central bank. Central bank is an apex institution in the banking system. The main objective of the central bank is to control, regulate and stabilize the banking and monetary structure of the country. Clear? Now in a simple sentence, if I say central bank creates rules and regulations of the banking structure, okay, it creates rules and regulations of the banking structure, okay, it controls all the commercial bank, and it helps the government in taking various decisions. And like for us, commercial bank is the bank where we can keep our deposits and we can take loan. But for other banks like HDFC, SBI, central bank is commercial bank for them. They can keep their deposits or they can take short-term loans from central bank. A household cannot go to central bank and ask for loan, or a household cannot deposit amount in central bank. Clear? Every country has a central bank, means there is only one central bank in every country. In India we have RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, okay. RBI is central bank in our country. Now central bank performs various functions. The first one is issue of currency. Now Central Bank of India has a monopoly of issuing notes or paper currency to the public. Only central bank can issue currency notes. Clear? The second one is banker to the government. Now another important function of central bank is to act as a banker to the government, both central and state government. It carries out all the banking business of the government. Clear? And the government keeps the cash balances with the central bank. As we keep our cash balance with commercial bank, so in the same way government keeps the cash balances with the central bank. Clear? The central bank is the monetary agent of the government, and it advises government on all financial matters. Clear? The third one is bankers to the bank. Now central bank also act as a banker to the commercial bank. Whenever commercial bank requires short-term loans, the commercial bank can get it from the central bank. So this way it acts as a banker to the banks, banker to the other commercial bank. Clear? The fourth one is lender of last resort. Now whenever the commercial bank, any commercial banks requires financial assistance, or any commercial bank when it faces financial crisis, it can approach the central bank. Clear? That's why the central bank is called lender of last resort, means it is only the last option for the commercial bank where they can get the financial help. That's why it is said central bank is called lender of the last resort. Fifth one is control of credit. Now it is one of the most important functions of the central bank, to control the credit creation of the commercial bank. As you know how commercial bank creates credit, okay. Now central bank has power of controlling the credit created by the commercial bank, which we will learn in details in our next topic, that will be method of credit control by the central bank. Clear? So today we have learned banks, commercial banks and its functions, as well as the central bank with its functions. Thank you, students.